Okay, we've got Sabalenka out on... By the way, the winners of these matches play each other. So, Mboko Tauson, winner plays Sabalenka Potapova. So that's where we're at. So this is a very relevant double header going on. Sabalenka will be serving. They're just warming up their last couple of serves. All right, 4-4. Back on serve, Tauson. Serve to the backhand of Mboko. Tauson backhand goes into the backhand slice of Mboko. That's a good drop shot. Oh, no, it didn't make it. It was a good idea. Just hit the net, though. 15 love. All right, 15 love. By the way, Chad, if you want to watch another a tennis channel that that does a lot of post-match stuff that I seem to watch and agree with a lot is Nicola from Intuitive Tennis. He did a breakdown of that Osaka situation. And go watch that. It was a good breakdown. I agree with a lot of what he says usually. So, and I watched it this morning because with these situations, in the moment when we're watching it in the moment, I'm like, oh man, it's crazy, whatever. And then when I go rewatch it, I'm like, oh okay, and then hear what the players are saying about them, okay, and then I kind of get a bit more of an idea, and then those are the situations where I'll listen to okay, well, what is Tennis Channel saying? What's the general, what are people saying about this thing? See if I've missed anything, right? Hear other perspectives on this thing rather than it just being like, oh, I think Osaka was great to do that, and then hearing someone else be like, that was terrible. And I'm like, oh, okay, why though? But it feels like overall it was like, I mean, there wasn't too many people that were like, because it's hard, because you get comments on the internet with people that are outraged, but you're like, yeah, but is that, hearing, Martina Navratilova was not like outraged on Tennis Channel. She was like, it's probably not a good idea. Like, you shouldn't do it. 5-4. Like, she was kind of like, she didn't like it. And so, yeah, fair enough. Sabalenka 15-0. Did Gil do a video on it? I don't know if Gil talked about it. I haven't seen any videos on that. It is funny how the only things we're talking about so far this week have been Osaka's outfit, Osaka's Castella drama, again, drama. But it's like Castella said, it was like a 5-minute thing. And then Bencic losing. Also, apparently Tsitsipas came in injured. So that's news. But that's all we've got. That's everything that's happened. Anyway, Sabalenka double faults, 15-30. There's really nothing else to... We haven't had anything else to talk about. And Stan's amazing run, right? Stan on a run. All right, now Mboko serving to stay in the set. This is a sketchy situation. All right, Sabalenka down 15-30 as we backhand now from Potapova into the backhand of Sabalenka. Potapova backhand down the line. Sabalenka gets with a forehand. Potapova gets it back. Sabalenka cross-court backhand winner. 30-all. Sabalenka, she's a combination of Sharapova and Serena. She just has that she's got that fire of Serena, but she just has that presence of Sharapova kind of thing. She has that I don't know. She just got this. She's just intimidating. 30-all. All right, 15 love as Mboko serves to stay in the set. She's just the perfect combination of both of them. And it's why she's number one, right? I mean, surprise, surprise, she's the best in the world. Anyways, 30 love. She just wins the point, and then she struts around. She's just yep. She is number one. She walks around like she's the best player on the planet because she is. It just got that. It suits her well. 30 love on Mboko. Ace down the tee. That was a rocket. What? How big was that? Third ace of the day. I want to see how fast that was. Anyone see how fast that was? That had to be like 190 something. That was a rocket. Of course they're not going to tell me. Oh, it was 175, was it? Oh. It felt bigger. Anyways, 5-all. Mboko, good hold. Is Sabalenka in trouble here? Deuce. All right, Sabalenka in trouble already. It's only 175. It felt quicker because it was flat. All right, Mboko fired up. Let's go, let's go. As that goes out by Potapova. Advantage Sabalenka. Remember, the winners of these matches play each other. As it a 4-4 rally now. Tauson goes wide and it's love 15. And Mboko's fired up. She's pumping the fist. Let's go. All right, Sabalenka first game advantage. There's a backhand return. Goes in, but Sabalenka puts away the smash with power. She didn't need to hit that hard, did she? All right, one love. After the grey ball, it's a golden one. And I think it's after like 3 months. Is it 3 or months or 6 months? All right, love 15. There's Mboko backhand down the line. Oh, it's just missed. 15-all. All right, 15-all. Serve again for Tauson. As a backhand return, goes in the backhand of Tauson, but Mboko hit it out. And it's 30-15. Sabalenka shanking the return. It's 15 love. As Tauson with a great serve, 40-15. To get back in front. (40-15) as Tauson serves again. And that's a fault. Second serve. All right, Medvedev's already up a break against Marijan. We've got some doubles going on today. As Tauson holds. 6-5. Also, Tien and Borges are at 5-all in the first. All right, 6-5 Tauson. 37 minutes in. As Potapova serves. Into the corner, Sabalenka. Return goes for Potapova. Sabalenka wins the point. Potapova in the net. And it's 15-30. Oh, Marijan just broke back immediately. Oh, there you go. Oh, there it is. All right. All right. 15-30. Sabalenka forehand cross court into the forehand of Potapova. Sabalenka with the backhand. Into the backhand of Potapova to the backhand slice of Sabalenka. Potapova gets the point. Sabalenka in the net. 30-all. All right, Mboko trying to get the to the tiebreak. She gets 15 love. Potapova serves again at 30-all. And Sabalenka returns it back into Potapova. Sabalenka forehand to the forehand of Potapova. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Potapova again to the backhand of Sabalenka. She goes down the line to the forehand of Potapova. Sabalenka forehand down the middle as they go backhand to backhand. And Sabalenka in the net. 40-30 as Potapova looks to hold. 30 love on Mboko. By the way, Potapova took out Raducanu in the last round, which was a shame because we wanted, I think a lot of people wanted to see Raducanu Sabalenka, which would have definitely been on tonight after De Minaur or before De Minaur. Probably after De Minaur tonight as a blockbuster night session, but unfortunately that didn't happen. 30-15. All right, it's Potapova double faults and we get the deuce. Forehand to forehand rally here is Mboko to the forehand of Tauson. Mboko goes down the line. Tauson's over the backhand. Into the forehand of Mboko. Bit of a moon ball. Into the forehand of Tauson. Both ladies are standing in the shade at the back of the court. Hitting the forehands. Now they're back on the baseline. Forehand to forehand rally. As Tauson overhits it, it's 40-15. Mboko to take us to a tie break. 40-15. Do you think Mboko is ready for Sabalenka? I don't know. We'll find out after these matches. Good serve down the tee. Return goes in. Mboko backhand cross-court winner. Tie break. Here we go. It's been a good first set. Six all. Sabalenka's got a break point, by the way, and she does break. Potapova hits it along. All right. 2-love, Sabalenka. Mboko 7-5, Mboko 7-4. Okay. Here we go. As Mboko wins the first point, 1-love to Mboko. 1-0 Mboko. Seven to the backhand of Tauson. Mboko backhand again. The backhand of Tauson as Mboko again to the backhand slice of Tauson. Mboko backhand again. Goes down the line for a winner. Beautiful shot. 2-love. Mboko has been in control in this set more so. She was up a break early. But really the break came from double faults. So there's only been a few mistakes here and there that have caused the breaks. 2-love on Mboko. 30-love here for Sabalenka. As Mboko, good serve out wide. Comes back from Tauson. Now she goes to the net on Mboko. Hits a drop volley. Tauson gets with a slice backhand cross-court winner. Mboko went running backwards and Tauson tricked her. 2-1. Back on serve. Sabalenka with a serve and volley. And it works. Good lob, though, by Potapova. 30-15. Sabalenka serve and volleying a lot. We watched her serve and volley the other day. I feel like when Sabalenka serve and volleys, it's probably the worst thing for your opponent because you're like, oh, she's in that. She's doing whatever she wants now. Okay. Oh, Sabalenka's just like playing, she's serving volleying. Okay, yeah, she's doing the things that she doesn't usually do. So she must be feeling pretty good about herself. Oh, yeah, I'm going to win. I'm just going to serve and volley, because I can. She better not be overconfident, though, because that goes wide and it's 30-all. Tauson back on serve, 2-1. 2-all, sorry. Yeah, great lob by Potapova. All right, 30-all here, Sabalenka trying to stay up the break. As the return goes in the backhand of Sabalenka overhits it. All right, breakback point for Potapova. As Tauson serves. Into the backhand of Mboko. Tauson with a forehand. Into the forehand of Mboko. Tauson hits it in the net. All right, 3-2 Mboko again with a break. (3-2) by Medvedev. Marijan back on serve. As with a forehand rally, Potapova slice goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Oh, and Sabalenka hits it wide. All right, we're back on serve. Potapova breaks. 2-1. And 3-2 Mboko in this tiebreak as the return goes long by Tauson. And it's 4-2. 4-2. Potapova gets back on serve. (4-2) though. They change ends. The way Sabalenka is playing, she might not even be in danger of losing a set until the semis. I think Sabalenka's only problem will be overconfidence, right? If she, like we saw in that game there, like it was a great lob by Potapova and it wasn't a bad serve volley, but like if Sabalenka starts to play, like the problem will be if Sabalenka, it's too easy, right? And then Sabalenka starts playing, silly shots, and then she has to revert back to her normal game, but that's not working either because she's been doing other, you know what I mean? It's rare that happens. I mean, Sabalenka's not going to be silly about it, but if she starts doing things that's not really in her game because she feels like she can win anyway, but then that doesn't work and she has to revert back to her game and then that doesn't work and it just becomes this whole mess. That's could be a problem. Could be a problem. It also could not be a problem. But like I do like the variety of Sabalenka though, that she's adding things to her game, but just that overconfidence is we see it with Alcaraz a little bit sometimes when he plays those silly shots because he's like, I'm going to win, so I'm just going to hit tweeners, and then he tries to go back to the game that he usually plays, and that doesn't work, and then he's like, what's going on, right? It's rare that it's happened lately for Alcaraz, but it has happened at times where he'll do that. Whereas Sinner, right? Sinner never really does anything out of the ordinary. He'll do a drop shot, which he's trying to add. As Tauson, it's a lovely passing shot, and it's 5-4 Mboko. Or Sabalenka will play somebody that can match her power for power, and she has to run. That is also something that could happen. Or she'll play Coco Gauff, who can get all her shots back. All right, 5-4. This is on Mboko's racket. Great passing shot, Tauson. But Mboko's got the mini break. And it's 15-30. Sabalenka looking to get that break again. As Tauson too deep on the court. And it goes in the net by Mboko. 5-5. Mboko kind of needs to win this set. She has been the better player. And she's had the lead. If she loses this set, that'll be really annoying. She serves a let. She serves a fault on Mboko, second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Tauson. Good return. Mboko goes down the line. It's in the corner. Up goes a lob by Tauson. Mboko sets a forehand down the middle. And Tauson gets it back. Mboko drops. It's a slice. She was going to hit a drop shot. She changed her mind. Forehand to forehand now, and she's in trouble. Mboko. Slice goes in on the forehand side as Tauson just starts smacking the ball. Now Tauson hits a slice. Mboko with a forehand inside out. Tauson in the net. Mboko survives. stays in front. Set point. Strange rally. Both ladies were defending at times. And Mboko with the first set point of the match. Potapova putting away the forehand. To go to 40-30. All right. 6-5 on Mboko, but it's on Tauson's serve. All right, Tauson serves. To the backhand of Mboko. Return goes into the slice of Tauson. Mboko. Backhand down the line. Tauson's got it with a forehand cross court. It goes into the forehand of Mboko. Tauson, forehand again, cross court. Into the forehand of Mboko, who goes down the line. Tauson puts up a lob. Mboko comes in. It's going to be a bounce and a forehand and a winner. Mboko takes the first in the tiebreak. She needed that. She was winning the set for the most part. She was winning the tiebreak. And she wins the set. I think Tauson might be... if Tauson can keep her head up, though, she might be able to get an early break in the second, because Mboko, just won that. All right. Mboko takes the tiebreak. She had to work for it. Tauson will have to regroup. But again, I feel like Tauson towards the second half of that set had the momentum. It was just Mboko was winning those points. I mean, Mboko, 11 winners, 18 errors. Tauson played a cleaner set. 12 winners, 11 errors. There was only 3 break points. 2 were broken. It was at the start of in the middle of the set. All right, 2-0 here. So I feel like it's going to be interesting. The start of this second set might be an opportunity for Tauson to get off to a lead if because Mboko had to work hard for that set. And there might be that kind of, I know second set siesta is a thing that gets thrown around, but yeah, there could be a lapse in concentration for Mboko after winning that set. So Tauson's got to be prepared. All right. 15-0, Potapova. Trying to get the lead here. She was down a break early. She looked like she was, Sabalenka was going to do what Sabalenka does. As we return now from Potapova, that goes out, 30-15. I think Mboko's faking her injury. So Mboko, so the knee, apparently she felt some pain in her knee last week, or she felt some discomfort last week. So she's wearing that knee strap, not because she's injured, but because she doesn't want to get injured. Like precautionary. Like when somebody wears a sleeve or somebody wears, tapes their wrists or ankles. It's more preventative. So it's not that she's faking it. It's that she's putting that, like Djokovic, right? When he got that surgery, he had that knee brace for so long. It wasn't because he was injured. It was because he didn't want to get injured. So yeah, she's not faking an injury. She's worried that she's going to get injured. So she's wearing it's like a knee strap to avoid getting injured. All right. It just looks like she's severely injured because that strapping looks brutal. Yeah, Jean, yeah. You said that she was in Adelaide last week. She said after the Keys match, yeah. And it's definitely not affecting her play. Like, she's not moving any different or anything like that. It's just a precautionary measure. All right, Sabalenka 40-30. All right, Sabalenka serves again. There's a backhand from Mboko here. Tauson trying to get off to a good start in the second, but Potapova hits it short. Sabalenka overhits it. Oh my God. Sabalenka's making those silly mistakes. Didn't need to hit it that hard. And we get to deuce. Yeah, Sabalenka tried to crush that and she overhit it. All right, 15-30 here. Tauson. Really nice rally. As Potapova returns in the floor to Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets an inside-out winner. Advantage Sabalenka to take the lead. There's Mboko in trouble, 15-30. Good serve, though. Tauson in the net on the return, 30-all. Haven't followed. Has been any upsets? The biggest upset was Bencic last night, losing. Sabalenka holds 3-2 in this first set. But yeah, Bencic losing last night was probably the upset of the tournament so far. 30-all here. Mboko serves again. There's a forehand rally. Tauson comes to the net again and hits a drop shot winner, 30-40. 30-40. Breakpoint Tauson. So to serve again. Into the forehand of Tauson. Forehand from Mboko as Tauson goes down the line. That's a winner. What a shot. Whoa. Woo-hoo, that was a shot. That was a great shot. All right, 1-love Tauson in the second. She gets that break. Bencic lost to a Czech qualifier. Yeah. Yep. But that Czech qualifier was playing out of her mind. She was towards it, like when Bencic got the break back in that final set, it felt like, oh, well, here we go. Bencic is going to now just overrun this young kid, right? But no, it was the other way around. Once it got to 4-0, the Czech qualifier started going nuts. Started hitting all these, like going even crazy, like even more aggressive. It's crazy. All right, Tauson's got the break in the second. Tien takes the first set. Nice. We need Tien Medvedev. Come on now. We need Medvedev Tien. 11-9 in that breaker too. That is a tie break. Medvedev's just started, by the way. He's at 3-2. He's down 3-2, but against Marijan on serve, though. As Potapova hits a backhand winner, it's 30-love. As Tauson serves at 15-love. Serving to the back of Mboko. Return goes long. And it's 30-love. Serve out the front of Sabalenka. Return almost went in. That would have been crazy. 40-love. As Potapova serves another fault, second serve. So the slice from Tauson goes out. Good return from Mboko, 30-15. All right, Potapova serves into the forehand of Sabalenka. Potapova goes cross-court. Sabalenka goes cross-court as well. Then the drop shot, Sabalenka. Potapova gets it, though, and straight to Sabalenka. Then Potapova volleys it wide. Man, there was three plays in that just were not the right shot. They just hit it straight to each other. Both players should have won that point. As that goes out by Tauson on the slice, and it's 30-all. Uh-oh. 30-all. By the way, Tauson's coach is a husband, right? Or partner. He looks about... You know what he looks? He looks like Djokovic's son. Like Stefan. Maybe like a little, it's like maybe a couple years older though. Does anyone else see that? 40-30. He kind of has that, he just kind of looks like, he looks like Djokovic's son. And Djokovic's son I think is like maybe, 10 or 11? He looks about 13. Just that Danish, I mean, Rune looks like a kid as well. Maybe it's just that Danish water. Anyways, 40-30. Forehand winner down the line, unless he's not Danish. I don't know. Is he Danish? Tauson hits the winner, 2-love. No, 40-30 here. As that goes in there by Potapova. What is that? Is that Djokovic's son? It's Stefan or Stefan? Stefan? All right. We got the deuce here. Potapova trying to keep the... Now I can't unsee it. Sorry. Anyways, serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Oh, Marozsan breaks. Marozsan breaks. Uh-oh. Medi in trouble. As we are served now the forehand of Tauson. As we get a backhand now from Mboko. Tauson with her backhand slicing the net. It's 30-love. Sabalenka making another error. And it's 30-love. Sorry, it's advantage Potapova. Yeah, Medvedev down already. He's down a break. Yeah, Medvedev started the match by breaking, so yeah. Potapova serves. Into the forehand of Sabalenka, returning the net. Tell you, Sabalenka is not as sharp as she was. She at the first 2 games, great. But yeah, Sabalenka's just kind of the last few games, just not as sharp as she was in those first couple. She's making some errors. She's missing some easy shots. I mean, it could have easily been 5-1 after what happened at the start, but it just isn't as making some silly errors. Sabalenka. Potapova is also gaining in confidence. Have they played before? They probably have, right? They played last year on the grass. Oh, no, they didn't. It was a walkover. 2-1 Tauson. They played in Rome, apparently. And Sabalenka won. It's 2-0 Sabalenka. So they played on clay in Stuttgart a couple of years ago, and they also played... So they played both on clay, both in straight sets. So first time they're playing on a fast court, which you would say would be advantage Sabalenka, but 40-love Sabalenka. All right, 40-love. Sabalenka to stay in front. And Sabalenka holds 4-3. Maybe to break straight back. All right, Sabalenka 4-3 first set. Medi just like, what do you mean I'm in trouble? Shut up. 4-2, just, I'll break back right now, thank you. It's fine, don't worry about it. Everything's fine, everybody. Don't stress, it's fine. 2-1 Tauson. As the return goes into the forehand of Tauson. Forehand now from Mboko down the line of the backhand of Tauson. Mboko slice. Into the forehand of Tauson as Mboko forehand of the stretch. Goes up into the sky. And Tauson with a forehand down the line. Slice from Mboko. Tauson with a volley winner. Beautiful shot. It's 15-love. Beautiful cross-court volley. I think Tauson plays a bit of doubles, right? All right, 15-0. Potapova serving at 3-4 down. Potapova serves into the backhand of Sabalenka. Return the backhand of Potapova. Sabalenka forehand cross court. Potapova on the stretch in the net. Love 15. Now, is this where Sabalenka just puts the foot down? It's been fun for the first 30 minutes. Let's just get this over with. There's a slice now from Tauson. That goes out. 15-30. Chance for Mboko to get this break back. Love 15. Give it a serve. There's a fault from Potapova. Second serve. Serve is a double fault from Potapova. Love 30. Also 15-40. Mboko to get back on serve. Only the fourth break point of the match. Fifth break point of the match. We've had 3 breaks out of 4 so far. 15-40. As Tauson serves a fault. Second serve. And as the return gets backhand of Tauson. Backhand now from Mboko. As Tauson gets it back to the forehand of Mboko. Backhand now Tauson down the line. That goes long and we're back on serve. 2-all. Sabalenka hits it in the net. 30-all. Is it hot out there today? It's not as hot. It's warmer than yesterday for sure. But it's not super, super hot. It's getting hotter, but it's not super hot. Around 4 o'clock this afternoon is probably going to be the hottest. It's actually nice weather. Probably to play tennis right now. Sabalenka hits it out again. 40-30. Okay. Sabalenka's starting to get angry. There's a bit of fault from Mboko. Second serve. And the return goes out by Tauson. 30. Love. The winners of these matches play each other in the 4th round in a couple of days. We've got Alcaraz coming up after Sabalenka. We've also got Demon or Tiafo tonight. Coco's playing. Jovic versus Palini is also this afternoon, which could be a really interesting match as well. That goes out by Mboko, 30-15. Potapova gets the deuce. How many points do you get if you get to the 4th round? Let me check. You get, on the men's side, you get 200 points, and on the women's side, you get 240 points. So 240. Sabalenka hits a winner, and it's advantage. And Mboko with a great winner as well, and she gets to 40-15. Beautiful shot, Sabalenka. Break point. And Mboko serves an ace. She's up 3-2 in the second. As Potapova serves into the backhand of Sabalenka. Return goes out. Again, Sabalenka with the errors. And she's not happy. Back to deuce. Now we get to deuce. By the way, chat, did we ever find out what happened to Sabalenka's coach's face? Like, why does he have big cuts under his eye? As that goes out by Sabalenka on the return again. Advantage Potapova. Advantage Potapova. She serves into the backhand, a fault, second serve. Sabalenka runs around, hits a forehand inside out to the backhand of Potapova. Sabalenka forehand goes down the line of the net. And again, Sabalenka just another missed point. Potapova holds 4-4. All right, 3-2 Mboko in the second. All right, Sabalenka 4-0. And she comes in with a forehand winner. 15-love. Mboko goes down the line of the backhand of Tauson. Backhand of Mboko into the backhand slice of Tauson. As Mboko forehand again to the backhand of Tauson. Lob goes up. And out. And Mboko goes love 15. How's your bracket doing? I don't know. I don't know. All right, she ends up a break in the second. All right, 15-love here, Sabalenka. Serving to the backhand of Potapova. Forehand from Sabalenka. Cross court's a winner. And it's 30-love. Mboko hits a return out, 15-all. Maybe Mboko Tauson has a chance against Sabalenka. I mean, if Sabalenka plays like this, for sure. If Sabalenka's given away 3 points, they both could have a chance. All right, Sabalenka 40-love. Taking care of business on her serve. All right, return from it. Oh, and Mboko almost takes out the ball kid. That would have been... Mboko's like, it didn't hit you, did it? That was so close. That ball kid had to dodge. That was dangerous. All right, 4-4 rally now as that goes out by Potapova and Sabalenka stays in front, 5-4. 30-15 here, Tauson. 7 to the backhand of Mboko. Backhand of Tauson sliced. Mboko down the line. Oh, just missed. 40-15. So Sabalenka looking for another bag of ice. Nope, she's not. Is she? Maybe? No? Yes? Maybe? Yeah, it's 5-4. Yep, she is. 5-4. 5-4 Sabalenka. As Tauson goes down the line, great shot. And then the volley winner. Great play by Tauson. All right, 3-0. 3 games all. Tauson holds in the second. Ooh, pardon me. All right, let's see if Potapova can keep this set alive. All right, Potapova to serve. And she serves a fault. Second serve. She serves. Into the backhand, Sabalenka returned the forehand to Potapova. Sabalenka forehand inside out. Potapova gets it with the backhand. As Sabalenka again at the backhand of Potapova into the forehand of Sabalenka, but Sabalenka hits it out again. 15 love. Another error. All right, 30 love here for Mboko. As Potapova hits another winner, 30 love. Mboko goes to the backhand of Tauson. Backhand of Mboko down the middle. Tauson goes with the forehand cross court. Mboko down the line as Tauson slice. Into the backhand slice of Mboko. That's in the net. And it's 30-15. Tiafo in 4 or Demon in 5. Okay. Okay, 40-15 on Mboko. To stay in front. All right, Mboko holds. Good serving. 4-3. All right, Potapova holds, by the way, 5-5. All right, 4-3 Mboko. She's only a couple of games away from winning this match. And Sabalenka is in a bit of a battle. 5-all here. As Potapova returns it long, and it's 15 love. Tien looking to break again. He is about to break again. Also, Medvedev at 5-all against Marijan in their first set. Yeah. All right, Potapova forehand to the forehand of Sabalenka. Potapova again to the forehand of Sabalenka as Potapova goes down the line in the nets. And it's 30 love. Sabalenka serves again. Into the backhand of Potapova. Return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Potapova gets a forehand of the stretch. Sabalenka with a drop shot. And Potapova gets there, but it's in the net. 40 love. Sabalenka. So love 15 on Mboko gets the first point of that game. Sabalenka a terrible double fault. 40-15. You're going to hit a double fault like that. Do it at 40 love. Tien's up 4-1 double break. All right. Love 15 on Mboko as Tauson serves. Good serve out wide, the backhand of Mboko. Tauson forehanded again, the slice of Mboko. But Mboko hits it long. Sabalenka keeps the lead, 6-5. All right, 15-0. Nice work from Tauson. Yeah, we're watching the Alcaraz match, of course. Of course we are. Tauson backhand. Into the backhand of Mboko. Tauson with the forehand cross court. Mboko Goes down the middle. Tauson goes cross-court with her backhand. Mboko gets it back. Tauson forehand cross-court goes wide. 15-30 now. 6 points away. Mboko from winning this match. 6 points. That's it. 6 points and she's into the fourth round. 15-30. She just has to win 6 points, chat. It's that easy. Or hard. All right, 15-30. Tauson hits it out, and it's 15-40. Make that 5 points. 15-40. Break points for Mboko. Potapova's going to serve to get to a tiebreak. All right. $15.40. First serve's a fault. By the way, I think Sabalenka's coach might have got surgery on his face. I think those cuts under his eye are surgical cuts. They're too clean to be like accident. Unless he face planted or something, like something happened, but it looks like they're like perfectly cut under the eyes. Like it doesn't seem, I don't know. They seem like they're very symmetrical. Anyway, it's 30-40. I could be wrong. I haven't heard anything. I don't know. As Tauson with an ace, and it's deuce. But I'm sure we'll hear something about it because they're showing it more and more on TV. Yeah, I don't think it was a bar fight. All right, love 30, Sabalenka. She doesn't want to play no tiebreak. Love 30. There's a 4-1 rally here from Mboko. Down the line from Tauson goes wide. Mboko's got another break point here. I could be wrong though. Maybe he like got had an off-season incident as Sabalenka's a love 40. All right, Sabalenka getting back in control now. Love 40. Hey, what's up, Laura? How you doing? All right, 4 now from Tauson into the front of Mboko. Tauson in control. Cross court in the net though. There it is. Break for Mboko. She's going to serve this match. Just like that, chat. 5-3. Mboko serving to get to the fourth round. This has been a battle. Now Tauson's starting to get agitated and angry. She was up 3. She was up a break in this second set too. All right, love 40 for Sabalenka. Set points. Serving to the floor to Sabalenka. Return goes wide. One goes away. 15-40. $15.40. There's Mboko serving for this match. Backhand to backhand as Mboko goes down the line long, and it's love 15. All right, Potapova serving in the sun. She had to catch the ball that time.
Great fun, Cam. Hi, Mirra. Andreeva and Mboko.
Hey, thank you for the $2, Robin. First there's a fault from Potapova. Second serve. Serving to the back of Sabalenka. Return the net, 30-40. Also, Tauson at love 30 to get back on serve. Marozsan Medvedev in a tiebreak in their first set. And Tien versus Borges. Tien is dominating now. He is serving for 2 sets of love lead. All right, first serve is a fault by Mboko. Second serve, but we'll stick with Sabalenka. 30-40. Still set point for Sabalenka. Potapova serves the back of Sabalenka. Return goes into the front of Potapova. Sabalenka into the net. We get the deuce. Potapova survives. And Tauson gets break points to get back on serve. Three set points for Sabalenka are gone. And she drops the racket in anger. All right, 4 from Tauson down the line. Mboko backhand cross court. Tauson drop shot. Great shot. Mboko gets with the slice. It goes wide. There's the break back. 5-4 on Mboko, but Tauson back on serve. All right. Potapova's done well from love 40. Sabalenka overhits the return. Advantage Potapova to take us to a tiebreak in this first set. Advantage Potapova. And Sabalenka just telling her coaches, like, hey, stop telling me what to do. All right, advantage Potapova to get on into the tiebreak. Serving to the back of Sabalenka, good return. Potapova hits it out on the backhand. And it's deuce. You're just joining us. Sabalenka had 3 set points at love 40. And Mboko just served for the match. As the return goes in from Sabalenka, Potapova down the line, forehand, great shot. Advantage Potapova to get us to this tiebreak. All right. Potapova to get to the tiebreak. Serve. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Return the net. We're going to a tiebreak. Potapova survives. Good work from Potapova to hang on here. All right, Sabalenka's going to serve first in this tiebreak. Who's winning the tiebreak? All right, love 15 here from Mboko. She's 3 points away. Tauson serves the backhand of Mboko. Backhand of Tauson sliced into the front of Mboko. Cross court to the front of Tauson. Mboko on the attack. Tauson with the slice again. Goes short. Mboko forehand. Tauson pass. But the volley from winner from Mboko is too good. Love 30. 2 points away on Mboko. Beautiful rally. Also Sabalenka, first point of the tiebreak. Hits a winner. 1 love. All right, Mboko trying to finish this match. As with a serve now from Tauson in the net. Second serve. Serve in the backhand of Mboko. Backhand of Tauson into the backhand again of Mboko. To the front of Tauson. Mboko on the stretch. With a slice. As Tauson goes cross-court forehand winner. 15-30. 15-30. Mboko still 2 points away. Start casting on Mboko. Okay. 15-30. That's a default second serve. Second serve. Big point here for Tauson. Into the backhand of Mboko on the second serve. Slice goes in from Tauson. Mboko backhand down the line. Tauson goes cross-court. Mboko going for it. Tauson with the backhand cross-court again. Mboko goes down the line. Tauson's in control. Mboko doing the running as we get a forehand down the line from Tauson's great. Great slice from Mboko. Tauson gets it with a drop shot, but it's in the net. Great defense from Mboko. And she's got match points. 15-40. 3 love Sabalenka in the tiebreak, by the way. She's dominating. Match points for Mboko. She couldn't serve for it, but break for it. All right, 15-40. Sabalenka hits a drop shot in the net, and it's 3-1 Sabalenka in the tiebreak. Remember, the winners of these matches play each other. Tauson serves. Oof. Oh! Oh! That was probably the worst serve of the tournament. She shanked it off the top of the racket and almost flew over the roof. Anyways, second serve. She's serving in the sun. Second serve. That was a wild serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Mboko. Good return. Tauson gets it. Mboko, backhand inside out. Tauson forehand goes into the backhand of Mboko. Tauson forehand again. To the forehand of Mboko. Into that Tauson backhand. Mboko. Again to the backhand of Tauson, who goes down the line. Beautiful shot. Mboko gets it back. Tauson forehand cross-court winner. Good save. After that horrible first serve, she saves the point. 30-40. Still match point, though. Sabalenka with a 360 volley, by the way. But she missed it. 3-2. Potapova's back on serve. Good save by Tauson. One saved. It's a good rally. Still match point for Mboko. Tauson serves. Into the forehand of Mboko. Return goes into the forehand of Tauson. Mboko backhand on the stretch. As Tauson forehand again to the backhand of Mboko. Tauson in control. With a forehand down the middle. Mboko hits it in the net. And we get the deuce. That was just too powerful by Tauson. 3-all in the tiebreak. Potapova's fought back from a double mini break. Was it double mini break? 3-love? Yeah. Now it's 3-all. They change ends. And Mboko has just had 2 match points that have been saved by Tauson. As Tauson serves. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Tauson. Into the backhand of Mboko. Great return. Tauson slice forehand goes down the line as Mboko hits a backhand cross-court winner. Match point number 3 for Vicky Mboko. Beautiful backhand winner. By the way, Marisham won the first set against Medvedev in the tiebreak. Oh, God, I'm sure Medvedev's having fun. I'm sure he's not upset at all. All right, advantage Mboko. Match point number 3. And Potapova, by the way, gives away another point. She's down 3-4. As we got a final from Tauson, that goes in the back of Mboko. And Mboko in the net again. 3 match points have gone. And we get the deuce. 4-3 here for Sabalenka in the tiebreak. She hits a forehand down the line. It goes into the backhand of Potapova as Sabalenka forehand again. The backhand of Potapova. Sabalenka again with the backhand. As Potapova goes down the line. Sabalenka with the forehand cross court. Potapova on the stretch gets it. Sabalenka goes down the line. Potapova open court. Goes long. Sabalenka 5-3. As we have a backhand rally from Tauson now to the backhand of Mboko. Slice Mboko goes in. Tauson comes in. Forehand cross court. Potapova. Mboko pass. Goes wide. Advantage Tauson. Man, Potapova had the entire court. And Sabalenka with a big shout after that. She knew how important that point was too. Man, Sabalenka is roaring. 5-3. Doubleheader syndrome. Yeah, my bad. Anyways, Tauson's got advantage. She saved 3 match points. As a return from Mboko into the back end of Tauson. Now Mboko in the net. Tauson with a roar. Goes to 5-all. Saves 3 match points. That was a good save. All right, 5-3. Sabalenka in the net. It's 5-4. We're back on serve again. These matches are crazy. Remember, the winners of these matches play each other. Now I know why Cam doesn't do triple headers. Triple headers are a waste of time. We did a triple header last year and we didn't watch. There was a whole match that I ignored. Triple headers are useless. Double headers are annoying. I'm sure people out there are like, shut up and watch this match, not this match. And it's like, well, I'm trying to watch both. Triple headers are anything more than 2 matches is useless for me to do at the same time. Anyways, 5-4, Sabalenka. She gets a set point. Potapova hits it long, 6-5. It's going to take me a while to get used to the Potapova Austrian flag. Anyways, Mboko, 5-all serving. She just had 3 match points. And she hits it out, love 30. This is getting dangerous. Mboko's starting to get annoyed. Sabalenka's got 2 set points. 6-4. Sabalenka looking at a second serve. Potapova missed the first. Second serve, Potapova. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. That's a return winner. And she finally wins the first set in over an hour, 7-6. That was a fight. Not the best set by Sabalenka, but she wins it. As we had a fault from Mboko. She's down 15-30. And the return goes in from Tauson, the back of Mboko. Tauson forehand cross court. Mboko again to the forehand of Tauson. Mboko forehand again. Tauson goes down the middle again to the forehand of Mboko, to the back of Tauson. Mboko wins the point though. Tauson hits it out. 30-all. Sabalenka, 14 winners, 23 errors. Only the one break point against her serve, and that was the only one that Potapova won. But Sabalenka had so many more chances. I mean, she had multiple set points before the tiebreak. 10 winners, 14 errors from Potapova. But yeah, Sabalenka, so many errors. But her serving was the key. As that goes out by Mboko. 30-40 Townsend to take the break in the second. She ends up 2 sets to love. Well, Medi's got to come back if we're going to get that match happening. Forehand Mboko, back in Townsend is a lob. Oh, it's in. What a lob! Mboko gets it back. And then Townsend with the forehand. Mboko's going to get that slice as well. Townsend now with the forehand again. Puts it away. There's the break. She's won 3 in a row. Townsend's going to serve to take us to a third. 6-5. What a fight back. From 3 match points, we might be going 3. All right, 6-5. Townsend will serve for the set. She was 3 match points on Mboko. She served for the match. And for Sabalenka, she gets the first set. And Sabalenka hits a slice forehand into the forehand of Potapova. Good pick up, but Sabalenka puts it away. Okay. Love 15. Scores. What are you talking about? All right. Love 15 as Potapova serves again. All right, return from Sabalenka into the back of Potapova. Potapova in the net, love 30. All right, Towson's going to serve for the second. As the return goes, a forehand of Towson. Slice from Mboko. Towson with a drop shot. Mboko with a pass. Towson in the net with a volley. Nice pick up from Mboko, love 15. Love 30, Sabalenka. As that backhand down the line from Potapova is great. Good pick up Sabalenka somehow as she hits another slice into the backhand of Potapova. Sabalenka on the stretch. No. Potapova hit the line. 15-30. Good winner from Potapova. All right. Love 15 here is Towson down the line. Good shot. Mboko in the net on the forehand. 15-all. Great shot, Potapova. It earned a clap from Sabalenka. 15-30. Serve from Potapova is a fault. Second serve. The forehand Sabalenka. Great return winner. Okay. All right. Sabalenka's got plans, apparently. She's busy. She's like, I've got a 2 o'clock massage. I've got to get out of here. 15:40. As Tauson hits it out on the forehand, it's 15:30 on Mboko. All right, return from Sabalenka into the forehand of Potapova. Sabalenka backhand cross court. Potapova gets it, hits it in the net. There's the break. Sabalenka just flexing a little bit. Okay. 1-love Sabalenka at the second. 15:30. As Mboko looks to break back. She's just had 3 match points. And Tauson was down 3-5 to get to 6-5. But she's in trouble. Mboko return into the back end of Tauson. Mboko back end down the line. Into the front of Tauson. Tauson in the net. 15:40. And we might be heading to another tiebreak. By the way, Alcaraz is coming on after Sabalenka's match. Coco Gauff coming up later today. After this Mboko Tauson match, we've got Paul versus Fokina. We've got Jovic taking on Paolini later in the afternoon. And then we've got Tiafoe versus Demonor, the night session. Zverev Norrie as well tonight. Those are all the big matches. As the return goes to the net by Potapova, it's 30-love Sabalenka. All right, 15:40, break points for Mboko to get to the tiebreak. 15:40. Serve to the back of Mboko. Good return. Slice Tauson goes into the backhand again of Mboko. As Tauson down the line. Mboko goes with a forehand cross court. Tauson gets it. Mboko forehand down the line again. Tauson's there with another slice. As Mboko hits it down the line with the backhand. Tauson with a forehand down the line winner. What a shot by Tauson. Just a slap down the line. 30-40. That was a hell of a shot. Clip that. She even did the little jump. Just a little giddy up as she slapped that down the line. Just a little giddy up as she hits it down the line. Still break point though, 30-40. Great shot. That's one of those shots you hit in practice just for fun. As we serve out wide the back of Mboko, forehand from Tauson. That goes down the line. Mboko slices it in the net. Deuce. We get the deuce. We get to deuce. Sabalenka, by the way, is just, deciding to win this match now. All right, Tauson serves. As with a forehand down the line from Tauson to the backhand of Mboko. Lob goes up. Tauson backhand again to the backhand of Mboko. As Tauson with the forehand. Into the forehand of Mboko. Tauson backhand down the line again. Mboko goes cross court with hers. As with a forehand rally. Now down the line from Mboko. Tauson with the slice. Cross court is in. Mboko gets it back. Tauson drop shot. Mboko gets it with a slice, but it's wide. Set point Tauson. Set point Tauson to take us to a third. And this match is turning out to be one of the matches of the tournament. We said at the start of the day how important this match was. The winner has a chance to make the top 10. The loser will have to wait. The winner plays Sabalenka, by the way, if Sabalenka keeps doing what she's doing. Advantage Tauson to get to the third as she hits a slice in the net Tauson, and it's back to deuce. Sabalenka, by the way, love 30, just hitting all the shots. Potapova serves. Here's a fault, second serve. All right, so Tien's up 2-6-11 a break. He is cruising now after a very tough first set. All right, second serve, Potapova. Into the forehand, Sabalenka, who hits another great return. Potapova gets it. Sabalenka hits another forehand. Sabalenka gets the love 40. All right, advantage Tauson. Another good serve to take us to the third. 3 match points saved by Tauson. She serves a fault. Second serve. What, Tiem went around the net? Is that a thing? Threaded the ball between the upright and the umpire's chair. So you mean round the net? Sabalenka gets a double break as we get a backhand return from Mboko. Slice from Tauson goes in. Mboko cross court into the forward of Tauson, who goes down the line for a winner. We're going 3, baby. What a comeback by Tauson. 3 match points saved. 4 games in a row. We're going the distance. Mboko Tauson is living up to all the hype that I started at the start of this match. I told you it was going to be important. Finally, we got some good tennis going on by the best players. All right. Sabalenka's got a double break in the meantime. Winner plays her. All right. We're going 3. What a fight back by Tauson. And we're going 3. We're going 3. Winner's going to possibly play Sabalenka if she keeps doing what she's doing. All right. We're going the distance. Maric ends up a set and a break. Oh, Medvedev must be having a meltdown. Also, if you are watching that match and you don't want to get spoiled, please pause the stream because I'm going to be talking about what's happening around the grounds all the time. So I can't not talk about what's going on with other courts. It's just happening. Because people are not watching that match. So if you are watching that match and you don't want to get spoiled, make sure you turn the stream back. Spoiler alert. I'm going to call the score. All right. Potapova. Just trying to get a game. Love 15. Sabalenka. All right, Mboko, if you're just joining us, she was winning the first set. She gave back the break. She ended up winning the tie break eventually. Second set, she was down a break early. Tauson was leading, but then Mboko fought back. Mboko gets a 5-3. She serves for the match. She fails. She has match points at 5-4. 3 of them on the Tauson serve. She can't do that either. 5-all, she gets broken, and then Tauson takes the set 7-5. We're in the third. Winner of this match still has an opportunity to make top 10 by the end of the tournament. The loser will have to wait. The winner also an opportunity to play Sabalenka on Sunday if Sabalenka keeps winning. So those are the stakes. For a third round match, it's probably I think it's one of the most important third round matches we have when it comes to sort of those players between 10 and 20. I think it's only one of a few, maybe only one of 2 or 3 top 20 clashes that we have right now. Both trying to get to the top 10 this year for the first time. As Mboko in the net. Mboko's just lost her speed. Love 30. Tauson's got confidence. Love 30. Sabalenka tries to go to 4-love here. 30-15. She goes down the line with the forehand. And then there's a great shot by Potapova. And Sabalenka slices in the net. 30-all. As Mboko makes another error. Love 40 Tauson. And Mboko's just lost her mojo a bit. Serve again. Into the backhand is good. Tauson gets it back though. Into the forehand of Mboko. Tauson backhand cross court. Mboko into the forehand of Tauson. And Tauson just hits an easy winner. Wow, she is on fire. 5 games in a row for Tauson. And that was a combination of errors from Mboko, but that last forehand was just confidence. 1-love Tauson in the third. Sabalenka 40-30. She tries to get to 4-love. Good serve out wide. Potapova gets it back. Sabalenka puts it away. Ooh, how did that go in? How did that go in? Sabalenka was confident. How did that go in? She hit that so hard and hit the baseline, and she's like, yeah, I meant that. Throws the ball away like, oh yeah, that's exactly where I was aiming. on the back of the baseline in the corner. That forehand was like 151 kilometers an hour forehand right in the corner. Yeah, that's where I was aiming for. Yeah, that's exactly what I was supposed to do. But she's the world number one for a reason, so of course she was. 4-love. That was scary. That forehand was scary. All right, Potapova serving. She's down. 4-love. And Sabalenka's just hitting return winners everywhere. Oh, Sabalenka's like, I've had enough of this. Get me out of here. Love 15. Serve into the backhand as a fault. Second serve. First set took an hour. Second set took a minute. Second serve, Potapova. Sabalenka returns into the slice of Potapova. Sabalenka forehand goes long. Okay, 15-all. Return goes in from Mboko. Tauson gets it back, and then Mboko goes wide. And it's 15-all. By the way, 2 sets to love and a break for Borges. Medvedev's down a set and a break, and he's about to go down 2 breaks. What the hell is going on? 15-all. As we get a serve from Potapova. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Potapova backhand. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Potapova slice. Goes in. Sabalenka down the line. Good shot. Potapova slices it back. Sabalenka with a forehand slice into the corner that goes long. 30-15 as Mboko comes to the net with a volley. Tauson can't get it. Great hands by Mboko. 15-30. That's a hell of a pickup. 15-30. Great shot. All right, 15-30. Chance for Mboko to get back on serve straight away. Medi's in big trouble. Is it a fault from Tauson, second serve? Second serve's a double fault from Tauson. All right, 15-40. Mboko to get back on serve. Also, Sabalenka's at 30-all. She wants a bagel. It does sound delicious. I'm hungry. 15-40. Tauson serves. The backhand of Mboko. Tauson with a slice. Mboko comes to the net. No, she doesn't. She said back. Tauson with a backhand. Too good. Slice goes in from Mboko as Tauson forehand goes wide. Jeez. 5 games in a row and then Tauson throws that in. That was not good. Back on serve. 1-all. Final set. 30-40. Sabalenka backhand goes back on Potapova. That's a beautiful shot. 40-30, sorry. Now it's game. Potapova gets on the board. 4-1 Sabalenka with a double break in the second. 20 minutes. Oh, Potapova's got something wrong with her left hand. She's got like a tape on her finger, but she's also like not, doesn't look like maybe she has a blister or something. All right, 15 love for Mboko. 1-all final set. And on Mboko, Tauson has got some match of the tournament vibes. Definitely some quality tennis as we had a backhand winner from Tauson, 15-all. $15-all. We had a fault from Mboko, second serve. As we get a double fault on Mboko, 15-30. With Alcaraz coming up in about 30 minutes. So stay tuned for that as well. Sabalenka serving at 4-1. Double break as we get a good return from Potapova, and it's love 15. All right, serving to the backhand of Tauson. Forehand from Mboko as Tauson goes cross court into the forehand of Mboko. She goes down the line. Tauson with a slice as Mboko. Drop shot. Too good. 30 all. Beautiful drop shot from Mboko after hitting this powerful shot. Then the touch. Sabalenka down love 30. She has a fractured finger? Actually? That's crazy. I mean, that is insane if true. As it back in Tauson into the forehand of Mboko. Cross court is wide from Mboko, and it's 40-30. Sorry, 30-40. Tien is running away with his match. All right, 30-40. Tauson to get the break again. She fractured her finger. She said it in the interview after Raducanu match. Jeez. Good effort to be pushing the world number one then. No wonder she's playing with her hand at the change of ends. Must be uncomfortable. It's her left hand, but still on a two-handed backhand, it's still going to be a problem. It's still going to be used as that goes out by Tauson and Mboko gets the deuce. All right, Sabalenka 30-0. Serve out wide the forehand of Potapova, but Potapova it's out. 40-30. Sabalenka for a 5-1. Advantage for Mboko as well to go to 2-1. Sabalenka serves. Into the forehand of Potapova. Forehand from Sabalenka in the net, and we get the deuce. Mboko also makes an error and gets the deuce as well. Did Tien make the fourth or quarters last year? I think he made the fourth round last year. Because he beat Medvedev in the second round. I think he lost in the fourth, right? Fourth round? I'm pretty sure it was fourth round. I can't remember who he lost to, but I think it was fourth round. He lost to Sonigo in 4 sets in the fourth round. All right, Potapova gets a break point to get one of these breaks back. Yeah, so he beat Medvedev in the second round, Mute in the third round, and then beat Sonigo in the then lost to Sonigo in the fourth. Sonigo took out Fonseca, Wawrinka, and Marijan. It's kind of a crazy group. All right, advantage Potapova. Backhand rally as Sabalenka goes into the slice of Potapova. As we had a forehand from Sabalenka. Potapova into the backhand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets it out. We got one break back. 4-2, Sabalenka. All right, 2-1 on Mboko holds. All right, 2-1. Mboko final set. And 4-2 Sabalenka in the second. Remember, the winners of these matches play each other in the fourth round. All right. Ace on the tee, Potapova. 15 love. All right, 15 love as Potapova serves again. It's a fault, second serve. Second serve, Potapova. Is a double fault. 15-0. $15-all. As Potapova 30-15, good hitting. Why are these games playing and we can't see game on TV? I don't know. Where do you live? 30-15 as Potapova serves again. 30-15. Serve to the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the ground. 40-15. Potapova to keep things close. As the return goes out by Sabalenka, all right? Potapova gets a little closer. As Tauson with a lovely forehand. Mboko gets it back and then Tauson overhits it. Jeez, good defense from Mboko today. Both female matches makes you wonder. Makes you wonder what? Oh, Medvedev got a break back. All right, he's still down a break in the second, though. All right, 15-all as Tauson serves again. Into the slice of Mboko. Return the net, 30-15. Messi breaks. Where's he playing? All right, 30-15 Tauson. We've got Alcaraz after this. There's a fault from Tauson. Second serve. As the backhand return goes in the backhand of Tauson. Forehand now from Mboko to the backhand of Tauson. Mboko down the line. Winner. All right, 30-all. 30-all. And Sabalenka serves an ace. Wide, 30 love. Mboko backhand pass. Tauson volleys it wide. Breakpoint. Mboko, 30-40. Potapova thought the Sabalenka's serve was a fault, but Hawkeye said no. All right, Potapova returns back into Sabalenka. Sabalenka hits long, 30-15. "32 errors from Sabalenka today. All right, Mboko returns the backhand of Tauson. Mboko down the line, great shot. And Mboko breaks. 3-1 in the final set. Lovely backhand winner from Mboko. And Tauson's starting to get angry again. She's yelling at the coach. Great backhand winner from Mboko. Sabalenka in trouble again. 30-all. She was up 4-1 double break. It looked like this was over. All right, Mboko. 3-1 final set. Medvedev got broken again? Oh, God. All right. As Mboko gets the 15 love and Tauson with a scream. Not happy after missing that. Tauson is angry. And Potapova's got a break point. What happened? 30-40. Sabalenka serves. Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Potapova. Return goes the front of Sabalenka. That's a good shot. And we get the deuce. We get the deuce. Sabalenka trying to keep the lead. All right, 30 love here for Mboko. Over that 4-1 lead. As Tauson hits a volley in the net. 40 love Mboko as Potapova gets another chance to break. Great return from Potapova again. Oh, 40 love Mboko. She tries to get back on. She tries to get 4-1, but Sabalenka with a good serve out wide. And she gets back to deuce. All right, Sabalenka serves out wide. Potapova return goes in. Oh, Sabalenka left it. Advantage Potapova to get back on serve. Tien wins. All right, advantage. Oh, God, that was in by a mile. Sabalenka just wasn't ready. Mboko 4-1. Good hold. 4-1 in the final set. Remember, she had 3 match points in the second. Advantage Potapova here. Sabalenka with a serve out wide. Backhand to backhand now as Potapova hits it into the forehand of Sabalenka. Potapova with a slice. Sabalenka, forehand slice. To the backhand of Potapova. Sabalenka, backhand cross court. Potapova gets it with a slice. As Sabalenka forehand inside out. Potapova gets it. Sabalenka forehand cross court. Goes wide. We're back on serve. 4-4. Potapova somehow fights back from 2 breaks down against the best player on the planet. Okay. Sabalenka is struggling. 4-1 Tauson. Sorry, 4-1 Mboko. Tauson's in trouble. Sabalenka wants Potapova to suffer more. Really, though? For what? Like, suffer why? I mean, if she beats her, then she wins, right? Anyways, love 15. Good volley there from Sabalenka. All right, love 15 as Sabalenka is trying to get out of this match. I mean, these matches could finish at the same time. They're playing each other, so, you know, that's something. After this, we got Alcaraz. As Sabalenka backhand return goes long, 15-0. It's been I mean, there was, besides Tien winning in straights, all matches so far are going nuts. I mean, Medvedev's in trouble. The Tauson and Mboko match has been crazy. Sabalenka's in a fight, which was maybe unexpected. And we've still got plenty more matches. Good serve, Potapova. The return goes out by Sabalenka, 30-15. God, this would be a weird way to lose the set for Sabalenka. She was dominating. Sabalenka gets a return. That's a winner, 30-0. All right, 30-0. As we serve again from Potapova. All right, 30-0. Sabalenka backhand. In the back of Potapova. Sabalenka down the line. Potapova with a slice forehand goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Potapova forehand again goes in the net. Good angle from Sabalenka. 30-40. Sabalenka to take the break and serve for the match. As Tauson just tries to hang on here. 40-15. Good serve. 40-15. All right, 30-40 advantage for Sabalenka here to get the break again. Try and serve for this match as we default from Potapova. Second serve. Serving to the back into Sabalenka. Potapova forehand as Sabalenka hits a slice. Drop shot. And that is too good. What a drop shot by Sabalenka. And it's 5-4. She gets the break again. And this time she'll serve for the match. Great drop shot by Sabalenka. All right, 40-30 here as Tauson goes down the line. That's a winner. 4-2. Mboko leads, but Tauson is surviving. Beautiful drop shot, Sabalenka. Yeah, that was a crazy good drop shot. Such a smart drop shot. All right, Mboko, 15-love. Good serve. As Mboko serves a fault, second serve. As with a 4-4 rally. Another one from Mboko down the line at the backhand of Tauson. As we had a 4-4 rally. Mboko again the 4 to Tauson. And Tauson in the net. 30-love. Sabalenka serving for the match. And Potapova in the net on the return. 15-love Sabalenka. All right, 15-love Sabalenka. Serve down the tee as a fault. Second serve. Oh, pardon me. Second serve in the back of Potapova. Return the back to Sabalenka. Cross court in the back of Potapova. Sabalenka forehand. Into the forehand of Potapova. Sabalenka slice. Goes in. But Potapova hits a backhand winner. 15-0. Also 40-love here for Mboko. Good serve. Return goes in from Tauson, but Mboko hits it wide on the forehand. What is happening on the men's side? Things are happening. All right, Mboko, 5-2. As with a slice down from Sabalenka, smash from Potapova. Sabalenka gets it back. Potapova backhand drop shot winner. 15-30. Sabalenka not getting out of this yet. And Mboko's up 5-2 in this final set. And Medvedev's down 2 sets to love. What? Oh, Berezan is good. We know how good he can be, but Medvedev was supposed to make the semis. He was supposed to play Alcaraz. I guess it's going to be Zverev. All right. 15-30. Potapova returns in the back of Sabalenka. Down the line into the forehand of Potapova. Sabalenka. Forehand in the net. 15-40. This has been a sloppy match by Sabalenka. Not a good match at all by Sabalenka. Okay. Sabalenka in trouble again. 15-40. Sabalenka serves. Into the forehand of Potapova. Return goes back into Sabalenka. Potapova into the backhand slice of Sabalenka as Potapova backhand down the line in the net. One saved. 30-40. Tauson's going to serve to stay in the match. Last time she had to do this, she saved 3 match points in the second set. All right, Tauson serves. Into the front of Mboko. Return the back to Tauson. And Tauson in the net. Love 15 is Sabalenka down break point. Potapova cross-court backhand to the backhand. Sabalenka goes wide. 5-5. What is going on? Sabalenka was at 4-love. She was dominating. She was going to have a bagel. Tauson hits a good serve and it's 15-0. All right, Sabalenka back on serve. Anyways, Tauson good serve. 30-15. Remember, these two matches play each other. The winners play each other. All right, 30-15. Tauson serves. Into the front of Mboko. Return to the front of Tauson. Mboko into the net. 40-15. Mboko's going to have to try and serve for this match once again. She served for it in the second set and got broken. All right, Sabalenka at 5-0 as Tauson serves an ace. And it's going to be Mboko serving for the match for a second time. Medvedev's about to get broken again. Medvedev is... What is going on? Medvedev is getting smoked. All right, Mboko serving for the match for a second time. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Marijan Tien, 4th round. How does everybody like that match? Good for Tien. I mean, back-to-back 4th rounds at the Australian Open is awesome. Maybe he can get to a quarterfinal. All right, double fault from Mboko and it's love 15. Potapova 30-15. Chad, I did say at the start of the day that today was kind of a bit... like the tournament had been kind of like, it's been kind of boring. I'm glad I said that because now look what's happening. I somehow used my magic powers to make it crazy. Anyways, volley from Tauson goes wide. That was a bit fancy. 15-0. Too fancy. All right, 30-15. Potapova serves again. Into the back end of Sabalenka. Return goes back into Tauson. That's a good shot. Sorry, Potapova. One match ahead. 40-15, Potapova. Marijan's up 2-11 a break. All right, volley from Mboko's a winner. She's 2 points away. 30-15. Sabalenka's going to have to play another tiebreak. Potapova holds 6-5. All right, 30-15. Mboko. Oh, was that a fault? Hawkeye said it was. That was close. That was so close to being an ace. Second serve. Oh, double fault. Oof. 30-0. Bad miss on the second. Still a chance though on Mboko. She's 2 points away. 30-0. She served for the match in the second. She was up match points in the second set. Good serve out wide. Tauson gets it back. Backhand on Mboko goes in. Backhand winner. It's match point for Mboko. It hit the line. Great shot. Match point for Vicky Mboko. Number 4. It's first one on her serve. 40-30. Mboko serves. Into the back end of Tauson. Return goes to the front of Mboko. Tauson slice on the stretch. Into the back end of Mboko goes down the line. Tauson with the pass. Mboko volleys. Tauson puts up a lob, but Mboko puts it away! Fourth round of a Grand Slam for the first time for Vicky Mboko. And she does it the long way. What a match. This is going to be a battle. First time they've played. They're going to play again. They're probably going to play in bigger matches later in these tournaments. Quarterfinals, semifinals on the cards, maybe. Mboko's going to play in the fourth round of the Australian Open. Man, what a final set as well. After the disappointment of losing the match points, to regroup and win that final set was huge for Mboko. And she takes it out in a close three-setter. Big match. All right, Sabalenka. Is she going to play Mboko? We'll find out because she's in a tie. She's about to get to a tie break. If you want to keep watching the Sabalenka match, which is very relevant because the winner plays Mboko. So if you want to know who Mboko is going to play, jump on over to this one because Sabalenka has been struggling so far. It's 30 love. I mean, she was up 4 love, Sabalenka. I mean, this is crazy. We also have Alcaraz coming up after this Sabalenka match. So if you also like Alcaraz, stick around. 40 love Sabalenka. But Mboko wins 7-6-5, 7-6-3. She takes out Tauson in an epic. And going to play Sabalenka. If Sabalenka can get to this tiebreak and win it, come on over and watch. As Sabalenka serves an ace. And we're going to the tiebreak in the second. All right, here we go. Second set tiebreak for Sabalenka and Potapova. The winner plays Mboko. Okay, who's winning the tiebreak? As that goes out by Potapova and Sabalenka wins the first point, 1 love. 1 love Sabalenka. The winner of this will play Mboko. Medvedev back on serve. Medvedev back on serve in the third. Got Alcaraz coming up after this. We've got Paulini Jovic later today. All the tennis. As with a forehand Sabalenka, that's a winner. 2 love. 2-0 Sabalenka. It's been a strange match by Sabalenka. She was up 4 love in this second set. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Potapova. Good return. Sabalenka slices it wide. And it's back on serve. 2-1. All right, 2-1. First serve fault by Potapova. Second serve. As Sabalenka returns back to Potapova. Sabalenka down the line. Potapova gets back. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka on the net though. 2-0. 2-2. 2 points all. And to a fault from Potapova, second serve. Serving to the forehand, Sabalenka. Return goes long. 3-2, Potapova. Is there anything Potapova's doing to destabilizing Sabalenka? Not really. I mean, Potapova's playing some good tennis, but it's just Sabalenka is way below her best. Like, she's making so many overhitting. There's just been a lot of mistakes by Sabalenka. And she serves out wide. The return goes in from Potapova. Sabalenka smash. Potapova gets it back with another lob. Goes in on the baseline. Good shot. Forehand out from Sabalenka into the back end of Potapova. Sabalenka forehand again. Potapova back in the rally. Now Sabalenka's in trouble. Forehand cross court. Potapova gets it. Sabalenka down the line. Forehand long again. Great defense, Potapova. They change ends. 4-2. Man, Sabalenka again with a forehand error. 4-2, Potapova. Finally, chat, we're starting to get matches. These are the matches we'll be waiting for. All right. 4-2, Potapova. And another forehand miss. Serve again. Into the forehand, Potapova. Return goes long. All right, 4-3, Sabalenka. Sabalenka. 4-3, Potapova, sorry. Sabalenka. Almost 2 hours this match. Sabalenka is in trouble a little bit, but she's looking at a second serve now. Second serve, Potapova to the back of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. Horrible return by Sabalenka standards. 5-3. Potapova. Serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the back of Sabalenka. Return goes wide. 6-3 Potapova. This is very interesting. Set points for Potapova to take us to a third. And again, Sabalenka just shanking it off the top of the racket to go wide. All right. Set points for Potapova to take us to a third. Return goes into the front of Sabalenka. Potapova can't get that. That's too good. 6-4, Potapova. Sabalenka serves again. It's a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Sabalenka. Into the front of Potapova. Return in the net. Sabalenka survives, but it's on Potapova's serve now. 6-5, Potapova. Remember, the winner of this plays on Mboko, who just beat Tauson. And the crowd goes wild. They want to see 3 sets here. This is what we wanted, chat. What I wanted. Sabalenka fans are like, why did you have to say this? But I'm sorry. We needed some crazy competition and results. And this is what, even if Sabalenka even if Sabalenka wins this set, it's still been a competitive match. And that's what we want is Potapova double faults, and it's 6-0. Like, this result is Finally, we're getting some competition. Double fault number 6 for Potapova, and we've got 6-all. They change hands. But yeah, Sabalenka's errors. That's what this match has really been about. Potapova's great defense, but Sabalenka's easy mistakes have been the story. All right, 3 set points saved. 6-6. Potapova serves in the forehand of Sabalenka. Good return. Potapova gets it. Sabalenka in the net again. That's what I was saying. Easy errors. Halfway up the net by Sabalenka. Set point number 4 for Potapova. 7-6 to take us the distance. But it's on Sabalenka's serve. Serve Sabalenka. That's a fault. Second serve. Yeah, she is rushing things and hitting them in the net. And making errors. Overhitting. Second serve. Into the backhand of Potapova. Return is into the forehand of Sabalenka. Potapova backhand. Cross court the backhand of Sabalenka as Potapova goes down the middle. Sabalenka forehand cross court. Potapova's in trouble. She gets it back though. Sabalenka goes cross court. Potapova gets it, but it's in the net. Sabalenka survives. 7-all. Jeez. Great hitting by Sabalenka, but Potapova, just that defense has kept getting it back. 7-7. 4 set points saved. Sabalenka serves. A fault. Now it's not first to 10. This is a normal tiebreak. Second serve, Sabalenka. Into the forehand of Potapova. Return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Potapova down the line. Sabalenka's there with a backhand cross. Potapova gets it back. And then Sabalenka puts away the backhand winner down the line. Match point Sabalenka. 8-7. It's on Potapova's serve. She saved 4 set points. And now she gets a match point. Sabalenka to play on Mboko in the 4th round. And after this match, that match seemed really crazy. Serve. Potapova down the tee. Sabalenka returns, but it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Sabalenka. Good return. Potapova gets it with the backhand. Sabalenka cross-court again to the back of Potapova, who hits it in the ground. Sabalenka gets through in straights, but that was not straightforward. 2 hours, and she gets it done. She'll play on Mboko, but she has to be better. They hug it out of the net. I'll tell you, Potapova put on a good performance. Good fight. Sabalenka wasn't her best. But she avoids a 3rd set. And she'll play Mboko. Mboko Sabalenka after that match. It's going to look a little bit more interesting. I think it's going to be pretty crazy, maybe. I don't know. All right. Sabalenka gets through an ugly match from her point of view. She played a poor match, but she gets through anyway. All right. Nerves of steel. Yeah, I mean, Potapova at 6-5. She only served, 6-3. She only served, one serve was on her. One match set point was on her serve. So, 3 set points. 1 was on her serve. So it's really one really good chance. But, man, Sabalenka survives. When I say survive, survives in straights. Avoids playing in 3. But on Mboko Sabalenka, if Sabalenka had won that second set 6-1 like it looked like it was going to be, then you would have thought, okay. On Mboko Sabalenka, look, who knows? But after that second set, you got to think, well, shit, if Sabalenka's not going to be playing as sharp as she was today, if she plays the same way against Mboko, that's going to be a hell of a match. Because Mboko's got a bigger serve than Potapova. She's probably similar defensively. She can get to a lot of shots like Potapova did. But yeah, but she can also, hit a winner. So Sabalenka's got to be way better against Mboko. And that's going to be real fun. Couple of days. I'm sure that's going to be a night session on Sunday. Maybe Sabalenka wants to play in the day, but yeah, what a match. Great match for the first two matches of the day. We've had two bangers to start the day. And now we've got Alcaraz taking on Mute. So if you want to keep watching, jump on over. And we're going to watch King Carlos take on the magician Mute. And let's see if it's competitive. I'm a little skeptical because Mute can play amazing, but he can also just, play a highlight and then lose 6-1. So hopefully Mute can put on a bit of a show and get some result. It shows on the scoreboard, so we get some more entertaining, close clashes today. But what a start to the day. Sabalenka wins in straights, 7-6, 7-6, not straightforward. Mboko, she's going to play Sabalenka in a couple of days. That's going to be a banger. And now we've got Alcaraz. I'll see you soon.